YouTube viewers, it's Cynthia Michael from Screen Productions bringing you a new podcast from my segment called The Black Lightning Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to breathe so hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, this podcast will retain your adult language. So basically, if you're under 18, this audio podcast will retain some adult language. All right. So basically, I'm just not gonna talk about the. I'm just not gonna talk about everyone. I'm just gonna talk about the main important things that happened in episode 6 of Black Lightning. So basically, I'm not gonna tell you the whole story. I'm just gonna tell you the very important part. So basically, let's start off with this. So basically, Jefferson. Somehow the cops got. So basically, it turns out that the reason why Jefferson's been having his headaches, and it's affecting his powers, because of the suit. Turns out the suit was costing. Every time that Jefferson put on the suit, it caused his powers to kind of, cause like a feedback to Jefferson's nervous system. So basically, after Gammy to save him to the cops, say Jefferson for the cops, because the cops almost got back, Jefferson, aka Black Lightning, while he was having one of his headaches because of the suit. So basically, Lucky Gammy said his ass. So anyway, Gammy makes him adjusted to the suit, and basically the suit is fine. So anyway, another main point is that Jefferson is Jefferson was telling Gammy that that's why he's always spending 3 minutes all the time. I'm gonna find him and kill him. And like, whoa. And Gary's like, he's like, Gary, like, whoa, kill him. Like, you're Black Lightning. You're supposed to be a superhero, not a murderer. So basically, so that's what Jefferson said. Like, you've been tripping, ever since, you had the, he had the same reaction to when I found out that, that Tobias First Second Command was since we've been during Green Light. So basically, now you doing the same thing. Now I know Tobias First. So basically, Jefferson is questioning Gary, like, what the fuck is going on with you, Gary? So basically, Gary's like, I know Tobias killed the father, but it doesn't justify kill him in cold blood and whatnot. So basically, so Jefferson made it his mind. He's gonna kill Tobias well. Once he find a way. He'll find a way to get to him. So anyway, and another note, that it turns out Jefferson's older daughter Vanessa, once again got herself locked up from vandalizing a white supremacist statue at a college campus. So basically, Jefferson, is a little sick and tired of bearing the next out every time she gets locked up for all her protesters. So anyway, Vanessa decided to took the body that she got to Grandpa's storage locker and all her Grandpa's research and bring it to her mom, who is a doctor / researcher, and to get all that data analyzed and inspected in the one in the bio. So anyway. So basically, finesses my ass back, where all this research, like, where you get this bio, this research from. So basically, Vanessa was silent, and so basically, her mom said, fine, I'll run the test on the bio and, check these research notes. So basically, you tell me when you're ready. So anyway, turns out after school, in Teacher Live, turns out one of the protesters that got locked up with Vanessa got killed by the statue after white people, after white people were defending the white kids in the statue and whatnot. So basically, so if she had out there that night, in her ghetto superhero outfit and use her powers to destroy the statue, but these all she hurt some innocent bystanders that was doing a small memorial service for the girl for one of the protesters who was protesting the statue earlier. So basically, she started the white supremacist statue, but she ended up hurting innocent people in the process. So anyway, Jefferson managed to find a way to get to the fight. Turns out that people albino people are very most likely to have catch skin cancer and whatnot. So basically, they have to see a skin doctor every so often to get screened for skin cancer and other things and other things and shit. So basically, Jefferson, managed to talk to, managed to talk to the doctor. So basically, Jefferson gave him one of his black lightning phones. So basically, if you want, so basically, it turns out that the doctor was didn't want to help Black Lightning out. So basically, Jefferson just gave him a black lightning phone, just in case you change your mind, cause the skin doctor, the skin doctor is scared of Tobias as well, because if he would if he would dying about to die as well, Tobias will kill the skin doctor's family and kids and whatnot. So anyway, the skin doctor. So basically, after a day, the skin doctor called Jefferson, and he said that I will help you get to Tobias. I will help you get to Tobias well. So basically, tell him that Tobias, I'll call Tobias, and ask him come to my office and whatnot. So basically, Jefferson was set up to kill Tobias well. So once again, Gary tried to research the Jefferson ex-wife, who was trying to talk him out of this, but she was not trying to be a part of it. They were part of it. So anyway, basically at the research lab, turns out that at the research lab, one of Jefferson's ex-wife's employees, had a brain scan on people high on that drug green light. Turns out that people who are high on who's hiring Greenlight has the same brain scan as Jefferson. So that people who's hiring the Greenlight drug seem to exhibit healing powers like Jefferson as well. That trigger a part of the brain that gets them in their super straight and shit like that. So basically, Jefferson's ex-wife, prepared, so basically Jefferson's ex-wife compared Jefferson's brain scan to a brain scan of a person who is Greenlight, and they're exactly identical, but turns out that Jefferson's ex-wife, research partner is a part of working for Lady Eve in the 100 and shit like that. So basically, he dropped down that that Jefferson's wife, it's knows about and things that doesn't involve her and whatnot. So anyway. So Vanessa, as for Jennifer is like, Jennifer is been having hard problems with Camille. So basically, she tried to Camille and tried to talk to Simpson, but Camille blamed Jennifer for him to, it wasn't for her. He went and got trapped in the first place. So anyway, basically, Jefferson's younger daughter, Jennifer, woke up with Camille. So basically Jefferson after Jefferson took his youngest daughter to see Camille at his apartment, Jefferson got the call from the doctor, and everything was set up. So basically Jefferson was about to kill Survivor until until Jamie called his ex-wife and managed to talk him out of it. But turns out why she so Jefferson's ex-wife managed to talk Jefferson out of the killing Survivor well. So basically he decided to take Survivor well into custody himself. And that's what, but it turns out that the research that Melissa gave her mother, which stopped the attention of Lady Eve in the 100. So basically, Lady Eve sent some guys over to Jefferson's ex-wife's, research lab to steal all the research that Vanessa had from the research in the bio that Vanessa got from the stores that she got to the store closet and her grandpa's ex-newspaper partner. So anyway. So basically, Nessa was stopping by. She was about to tell her mother about her past. And that's when she saw the guy, and basically he beat the crap out of the guys. The guys left with the research and whatnot. So that's the Jefferson show at Black Lightning. After Jefferson think that Vanessa is the bad guy who has his ex-wife captive in her own research line. So basically Jefferson and Vanessa get into a fight. Vanessa was holding her own, but basically, Jefferson managed to defeat Vanessa, but he didn't know after looking at Celeste closely, he felt kind of guilty. Oh my, he was like, oh my God. So basically, after Black Lightning finished his story, he didn't know that Celeste was, he didn't know that he was fighting his own brother this whole time, and plus it's the whole misunderstanding. So basically, so basically, just as she did not hurt her badly, she just had a concussion. So basically, so basically, Jeremy showed up in the band, took all back to Jefferson's house. So basically, when that was happening, Khalil is trying to take Tobias Rose deal, and Tobias Rose said that I promise you, you will work again. Trust me. So basically, like Camille is about to take in, so basically it seems like Camille is might go on a experiment, conducted by the 100 and whatnot, headed by Chevalier and shit like that. So basically, Camille took, Camille took Chevalier offer. So basically, Chevalier said that, I have specialists that can make you walk again. So basically, it's like, something bad is, so basically, Camille is about to be a guinea pig for Tobias Bell in his he's about to be a guinea pig for Tobias Bell's experiment and shit like that. So anyway, Gammy is so basically Gammy met so basically Gammy had went to Lady Eve, funeral home and had a conversation with had a conversation with Lady Eve that we had an agreement that if you leave Jessica in her staying alone. So basically that I will keep my mouth shut about Tobias. So basically like Eve is like I know Gammy, I know we have an agreement, but but she was but Jefferson's ex-wife was poking out and things that didn't concern her. So basically, let me eat to show you that I send my guys this to her notes. That's about it. Anything else? So basically, so Lady E said that I send my voice to still that all of that research that Vanessa got from her grandpa's newspaper and stir class and etc. etc. So basically, so, by the way, so Lady E said, by the way, he was asking, do you know who Black Lightning and that superhero and that new superhero is? It was asking Jeremy about that. Jeremy said, I don't know. So basically, by the way. So by the way, this amendment, it's about it's about goes down that everything in your whole past will be revealed. So basically, in terms of that Jeremy, so basically, it's like if Tobias, gets locked up for anything, that needs Jeremy, Doc or these secrets that he kept from Jefferson and whatnot will be revealed and shit like that. So anyway. So anyway, so me back at Jefferson's house, Vanessa finally woke up, and she was shocked to see her father, shocked to see her father in this black lightning suit. So basically, she was shocked like, wait a minute, when the guy you were back lightning, and Jefferson said yes. So basically, the episode ended with Vanessa, waking up and seeing, finally know the truth that that her father is actually Black Lightning. So basically, this is his main points what happened in this episode of in episode 6 of Black Lightning. So anyway, like always, listen to Michael. Sign off. 1,